Hey guys, so today I thought I'd do a little video about some things I've been, I guess favorites, but, well, I guess they are favorites because I'm kind of stuck on this face right now. Pay no attention to what I have on. I don't have any bottom eyeliner on because you can see my eyes are swollen today. I don't have any lashes on. I don't have any mascara on. Eyeshadow doesn't usually bother me as long as I keep it away from like getting in my eyes. And when my eyes are really bothering me that day, I make sure I don't use anything above my eye that has like particles in it, shimmer or anything like that. I did put on some of my favorite eyeliner I'm going to show you. But really, it's not that good of a job because it got really watery around the corners of my eye. But you can see where I'm swollen here. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. But so it's sort of going to be like what I've been wearing on my face lately, because there's not a whole lot of anything else here other than face products. And I got a couple things to mention, and if I can remember, because I think I said this in one of my last videos, I'm going to do a lip. I don't have on much that's showing up on my lip right now, so they look kind of bare. I have two products, and I've showed you guys these before. My Holy Grail NYX Nude Truffle lightly, and then the Nude Beige, and really that makes it, if you ever want to have a lip but not have a lip like this, that's what these two do. And I've used these a lot, and it's a good base for anything too. So that's what's on my lips. These are two of my favorites ever. What I've been using for foundation, and I went several months and I haven't really done any videos. I've pulled, moving and finding foundation that I bought in the past like year. I keep my makeup in a dark, cool room, so it doesn't expire in like a month. But I keep coming back to this foundation, and it's the Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm the exact color 228. I mean, this is perfect. I don't even have to. I do bring it down my neck, like what's left on the sponge, but I never put it on my neck. And then usually what I'll do when I'm doing a light dusting of powder is I have a little bit of powder on a fluffy brush, and I almost try to like wipe it off so that there's hardly anything but on my neck, but to help with the color. But then when you come down here, there's nothing there. I love this foundation, and people ask me all the time. I mean, let's don't look at my bags, but people ask me all the time. You can't see those close up. What foundation I'm wearing. And when I was really young, it was always CoverGirl, but it was always the basic CoverGirl. Now there's like 5 or 6 different formulas of CoverGirl makeup, but it was the original clean Creamy Natural, which that's really light. I don't know if they got lighter with that shade, or if I just grew up and realized it was too light for my face, but that's what I always wore. Sometimes I would buy the tan and mix a drop in, but and then sometimes I wore tan and it was too dark for my face. That's what I've been using on my face. I love it. I gotta go to Walmart this evening. I saw a video. Cannot remember the girl's name. I watch her sometimes. I love her. If I could find her page, I'll link it down below. But she's like down to earth. I love down to earth people. I don't like these people that and start getting all crazy with the words and all that. I don't like that. I like real. I don't edit. Edit if you want to. I just don't edit. The Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. If any, healthy something. If any of you have used that one, let me know. She compared it to the La Mer. And there was also one compared to Chanel, and it could have been that one too, but I'm going to try it. I do like the is that Neutrogena Healthy Skin? I believe that. I like that one too. That's a very good one. And then the True Match is a good one. But so far right now, over those, this one is working for me. Did I say that it was the Matte and Poreless? The Matte and Poreless. I like the Dewy, but the Dewy's colors are different. They're not the same. Like, there's not a Dewy 228, and I can't find the Dewy formula, Dewy and Smooth it's called. I can't find that formula to match my skin. They're orange. Okay, that was way too much about that. I saw this on YouTube. I've been getting back into the beauty videos. This is the Leniege. I'm not sure. I've heard it pronounced a million times both ways. I always said Leniege, but here lately I'm hearing Leniege. Cream Skin Refiner. And you put it on your you pour some drops in your palm of your hand, and it's thicker than water, but it's not a gel, and you just pat it into your skin for moisture. So any of you that have dry skin, get this. This stuff is awesome. I love it. I love it. It's almost like you don't even need, it's weird. It's like you don't even need a moisturizer, but I'll still use a moisturizer. Here lately, I don't have one particular one I've been using. I have like 4 or 5, and you guys have seen them. But I wanted to mention this because I don't think I've showed this in a video before. So, this I got when I got a Sephora order, and I don't remember what I got. Oh, I ordered one of the Fenty Beauty highlighters. It's okay. I have several that I love. This was that blue one. And it just, I mean, it's pretty here. It's not like blue standing out on your face like you look like a Martian. But it's pretty. I'll have to show it in a video. I just don't have it on today or anything. I was really careful about what I put on my face today because of my allergies. So this, I got a sample of. I think it was the 100-point sample from Sephora. It is the First Aid Beauty, and I love First Aid Beauty. I've loved their regular cream for a long time. Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. This stuff is the best primer I've tried yet. And it's very moisturizing. So when I do this and pat it into my skin, and then I use this, and I might use a moisturizer in between. If I do, it's not much of one. My skin feels so hydrated. That's it right there. Now this is the sample size, and I had seen a video. Somebody mentioned this in a video before. That's not really why I got it, but they were right. This is very, very good primer. So any of you dry skin girls, I'm combo, but I like the dewy feel, and so that's just one for you there. This is gorgeous. This is a highlighter. I have a little bit of this on today. This new Loreal stuff, you need to, if you like the highlighters and the dewy and all that, this one's really pretty. I don't think I mentioned this in my last, I did a haul last time, so I'm not really sure what's in here that I hauled. This is the Loreal Crushed Foil Metallic, and this is the, I think that says Gilded Gold. Yeah, number 20 Gilded Gold. This stuff, I think I did show this in my haul. This stuff is gorgeous. I'm going to take just a little bit and we'll swatch it. I don't have any sun coming in here, but if the sun was hitting that, I'm telling you, this stuff, it looks wet. I mean, if you like that, I'll put it here. You can't, I didn't put it today because my shirt's covering it. I'll put it on my collarbones, and then I'll come down my arms. Let's try a little bit more. This stuff's gorgeous. And there's another color. It's more icy. I like the golden one. But I did see, actually the video that I saw this on, the girl had the lighter one. And when I saw the lighter one, it was just too light, too pink. Beautiful. If you like that wet skin finish, and you're not, it's not gonna show up on here. This is pretty. I want another one. They're 12 something at Walmart. That's kind of high, but I mean, you look at the ones in Sephora, they're $40. This you're going to miss if you don't look really, really hard. And I saw a video on it. I was like, what are you talking about? Coty has a highlighter. Actually, there's 4, I think. Anyway, the girl was calling it Airspun. She was like, Airspun has a new highlighter. And I was listening to it in the background. And I was like, Airspun, that's not a company. And then, boom, Coty. It's like, Coty, girl. Okay, so they have a white one. They have a kind of a topaz. This one is Glow for Gold. Now, this is not going to give you the what you can't see, that you have to use your imagination with right here. The wet look. But this is beautiful for maybe if you don't want to be that showy, or if you want somebody to. I have it on, and I have to tap a little bit in this cap because a lot of it came through. I took the whole thing off of the holes, and it's going to look like a bronzer, and it is. If you go heavy with it with a dense brush, it's going to be a bronzer. But if you go, did I show this already in my haul? I mean, and there it does. But if you go, put a little bit in the cap, get a fluffy highlighter brush. See the difference? And see what I'm saying? It's not, but now, like I said, you pile that on your face, you're going to have some bronze there. But this is just, if you had the tiniest bit in the cap and the fluffiest brush, and you lightly went over, I don't like to shine down here, so I stay away from my chin. But if you lightly went over this area, I did do that today. But since I don't have any of my lights on, I thought I had enough good lighting in here, but it just gives it almost, see, it doesn't look wet, but it looks pretty. And it's not chunky at all. This almost looks like your natural skin's just gorgeous. That's what this looks like. Okay, so where this is at, some of the Coty Airspun powders are on this little hanging cap, where like 25 of them just hang. If you can find where the Coty, like in Walmart or the drugstores, the Coty powders have a place, and like, cause they're bigger, look right underneath them, and there's a slot for 4 of these, or you'll miss them, because that's all you see underneath it. And I didn't see a sign. I don't know, but this is beautiful. That is just, I wish I could catch. Like I said, it's just your skin, but better. Now, if you're really fair, you could probably get, this is the darkest one, but you see, like when I put it on my hand, it almost had that light looking color to it, but, and it's definitely buildable. And the reason I say that is because I got too much on my brush the first time. Luckily, I went right here because that's where I would bronze anyway, and there was a little too much on there, and it put down a little bit of bronze. But as long as you don't do that and you use a whisper of it, it's just going to make you look like you have the prettiest skin in this world. I just talked too long. Okay, so what is the Wet n Wild blush I always use? Apricot in the Middle. Love it, and I still do. But they came out with this one, and I said, well, it's really close, so I'll try it, but I'm probably not going to like it as much as Apricot in the Middle. Keep It Peachy, 505C. And it's almost like, it looks like it wouldn't show up on my face, but it does. I have it on today, and I have on just a little bit, and it's buildable because I've gone in too heavy with this too. It's just as pretty, if not prettier, than Apricot in the Middle. I think it doesn't have, Apricot in the Middle does have a little bit of highlighted base color to it. This is more flat. But to be the color that it is, and it's a little more orange than what I'm seeing on there. Just a little though. It's not like it's not gonna be like anything, the Loreal colors and all that. But it's beautiful. It's just a couple dollars. So if you're into corals, don't let this one escape you. And not every I've had a hard time finding this. I have one backup just in case they just run it this summer and don't have it anymore. But it's Keep It Peachy. But if you can find this and you like corals, grab you one. I did show this in a haul, and I love this. It's the Revolution Reloaded Iconic Fever. I have used this almost every single, I have so many palettes. So many palettes, and I need to get rid of half of them. Let me open this. I usually bring tweezers. It's this one, and it's gorgeous. And you can even see the dips I have in there. This is a really good, barely there highlighted brow bone. This is just a really good all over before you put anything. This is just a really good when you're starting your crease area. This is to deepen the crease. And then you have just all these colors. I'll swatch this one. I think this one right here is probably the most highlighty of them all. Yeah. It's gold. It's actually kind of pretty. I've used it. I think I used it right. If I go under my brow bone with something this bright, I go right there, and that's it. This is like one of my favorite colors anyway. I love that color. But I have really gotten into these rusty, burnt orange colors, and I don't, I did not do much to my eyes today, But these with just some lashes or something like that. These palettes are so cheap. I don't even know how they do it because they're freaking amazing. Like, I want every one of the Revolution palettes, but I have no business with them. I think these I have 2 or 3. I know I have 2. I might have 3. Oh, speaking of Revolution, this is a great illuminating setting spray for you, and it sprays good too. I don't like the ones that spray you like a water hose. This has a good mist. It's the Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray, and it won't leave you with a whole bunch of spots on your face. It's really, I always do that, cover my chin. I want my chin shining. My favorite eyeliner for the past probably year has been, out of all of them, has been the NYX. No, I'm sorry. I used, that was last year, and I still like that one. Okay, don't get me wrong. Essence Super Precise Eyeliner, and it's the one that looks like this. There's another one that's like, oh gosh, 24-hour stay. I have that one too, but I like this one better. The other one I was telling you about, this from Essence, has that hard felt tip pen type end. This one has the little tiny brush, and I do like it, and I'm wearing it today. But I have put so many eye drops in my eyes, even the drying eye drops that probably have a little bit of an oil base, so I'm surprised anything is sticking to my eyes today. My favorite eyeliner for my bottom waterline, I showed this in my haul, is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. And if you know that one of the Urban Decays is blacker than Perversion, like Fetish, I've had Fetish, but when I swatch them in the store, to me, Perversion is the darkest. If you have a different opinion, please let me know down below. But this, and I don't even have to, I don't like to pull on my eyes because they look bad enough as it is, but I can just, right there, I don't have to do anything. And you could do this with the top too, but I don't use pencils on the top of my eyes anymore. My eyes just water too bad, and it ends up all over my lids. And for my brows, what little bit there is there today is the NYX, and it's just the brown. It's just the brown. And it almost has kind of like a, it's not too dark, and it almost has like an auburn tint to it. I like the pencil from Sally's up by the register that's auburn, because it's like a brown. They're always out of it. And they're the long pencils. They're cheap too. But that's pretty good. But this NYX, I like it. That's my favorite eyebrow pencil that I found. So just letting you know what I'm using. When I was in Sally's, I bought this. And I like them, Couture. They're the ones that make that highlighter that I like so much. And I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's not coming to me. I've showed it in a million videos because I've used it for 5 years probably, and I probably have 5 of them, 6 of them floating around here as backups in case they discontinue it. I love that highlighter. Can't think of the name of it right now. It might pop in my head, but that's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So I bought this glow stick, right? And it's supposed to be, you know, like all the sticks that are coming out right now. Here's the milk one. We'll swatch them. But let me just tell you, so I come home and I unpack all my crap. Okay, here's the milk highlighter. I wiped my hand off, by the way. So the milk highlighter is on there, and it just says highlighter. Love it. Smells good. I mean, it smells like a stick. I don't know. This is the Femme Couture, the glow stick highlighter. I think there's only one color. Not sure. I'm gonna swatch it. All right. First of all, look. Well, you can't. Can you tell that that's stuck to my hand? It's dried out. It's rancid smelling. It's like that lipstick that you put on your lips, and all of a sudden you taste it, and then you start smelling it and you realize it's rancid. It's something, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't have to be 12 years old to do that either. I have lipsticks that are that old and they're fine. Shame to say. And I have lipsticks that turn after I had that Tom Ford lipstick turned within a year, vanilla something or something like that. It turned within a year like this. This is nasty. So I came home, I unpacked all my crap. So yeah, you can see it, but that's because it's a dry gob of smelly, stinky crap. So I came home, but this is it right here. Don't buy this. I wouldn't buy any of the liquid products. because apparently they're using something in the formula that's not lasting very long. So throw all my crap away in the dumpster outside because I don't leave my trash inside at night. I always take it out every night. And because I have a lot of salad stuff. I eat a lot of salads and stuff like that, so I just take that crap out. Well, anyway, the next morning I have my, you know, my foundation on, and I go to, you know, put a little bit or whatever, and this sticks to my face, and I'm like tugging at it, dragging. When I tell you it's just a little bit of a dry, that this is old, or this is turned. I'm not gonna say it's old, it's turned. They could probably find out from like the batch number and stuff when this was made, but it stinks. It smells like that turned lipstick. We've all had, if you've been around makeup for longer than 5 years, you know what I'm talking about that stinky, draggy, hard, dry, nothing will come off. I mean, and it's just, it's pretty. I mean, I'm not gonna say that the color is not pretty. It's kind of a rose gold though. But it stinks and it's draggy, and this might be the only one in there. For some reason, it was just old. But what I'm saying is I doubt that it sat in Sally's that long. So these, if you do buy this, or if you have this and it's okay, you better use it fast, because these things will turn overnight. Like, you'll wake up and it'll be nasty. So I called and told her, I just said, you know, they're $6.99, I think. I said, you might want to pull those, because the one I have is rancid, dried out, nasty, turned. And I said, and I'm not saying it's been in your store too long. I said, it could be their formula, but it's bad. And she said, okay, blah, blah, blah. And she said, if you have your receipt, you can bring it back. So I go out there later on that day, and I pick up my lid, and I'm like, there's ants in there. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back to them and just give it to them, because I don't want this. It stinks. I tried to put it, like, because it's all, you know, caked up and draggy and nasty. I tried to put it in my car. I could smell it. It's horrible. And it stinks now, too. So I need to get it off my hand. Just get the Milk or the Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild and the, is it Essence? Or Jordana? Whatever it is in the drugstores up by the cosmetic counter, they're good, too. I think it's Jordana. But anyway, all of the cheaper ones I've used have been awesome. Wet n Wild's great. To me, Milk is no better. So I think these are $20-something. Wet n Wild's probably $4.99 or something like that. Just go for the Wet n Wild, because they're all doing the same thing if you like the color. I'm just warning you about this one at Sally's. Just keep your receipt if you do get something like that. I usually don't take my stuff back to Sally's, because I got some bleach, some purple conditioner, some nail files, and I just happened to get that. I wasn't expecting that to be so nasty. Okay, so I showed you that. Oh, I'll do the lip. I think that's it. You guys, any of you guys that have dry skin that use primers, or maybe if you haven't, or if you could just get a sample of this First Aid Beauty Coconut Primer, this stuff is so different from anything I've used. I freaking love it. Yeah, I think that's all. So what I have here is some Holy Grails. I'm going to use 3 products. I'm not going to wipe this off, because this honestly looks, it doesn't even look like I have anything on my lips. This is NYX Embellishment. I have the stick too. They have the chunky stick of these. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do the lipstick first. This is Maybelline 682 Blushing Pout. Here, I'll swatch it. It's real pink, and see, I don't walk around with my lips being that pink and loud. So, especially this, because that doesn't really look good on me. So I'm just going to put some on my lips. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just get it on there. What has to be a little bit more precise is the embellishment. I put it over top of it and kind of went into it, because that's how I do it on my lips. Let me get my mirror here, with my fingerprints on it. See that pink, it kind of washes my face out, I think. Boy, my eyes look beautiful, don't they? Oh. I do about 2/3. they have an embellishment. This is the Lip Lingerie, which is the lipstick one. They have embellishment in gloss too, and I swear, my hair. I thought I had it. I don't want to buy. I'm tired of buying things I already have and don't know it. So I need to see if I have it. If it's embellishment, more than likely, if I saw it, I have it. See how that toned that down? So now what I'm going to do, and this is really pretty too. This is Hard Candy Plumping Serum. I think things just kind of sting and aggravate your lips more than anything. I don't think there's going to be... I think that's exactly what they do. This is $14.05. There's 2 of these that I like. Well, actually, there's more than 2, but there's 2 purpley ones I like. This is $14.05 Gallery Girl. It's right there above the lipsticks. I don't put a lot on. Just enough to kind of marry this together and make it look moist. Like, oh, and that's another thing about these. There's not a glob. And if you're not careful, you'll just completely wipe. So I kind of turn it over. You almost completely wipe your color off with these if you're not careful. So I just kind of do that. So you really don't have to worry about putting on too much because it would take you about an hour. These do not come out. They almost come out like they've been wiped off is how they come out. But I put this on the other day and I really liked it. And it wears off good too. It wears off to like this natural looking lip on me. Because my lip color is like less than this, but like naturally. But yeah, so it can wear off fine, and like in 6 hours it'll barely be there, but it'll still look good. And if at the end, if I still feel like it's too pink, which right now I don't, I'll just put a little bit more of the embellishment on it. I love this embellishment, NYX. If any of you like the same colors that I do, it is nude, but do you see that undertone in there? This is beautiful. So I think that's it. Monkey is not in here today because he is taking a nap and he's wrapped up and he just looked like a little angel, and he is not having things lately. He don't want you messing with him. He's little whinier. He had about 2 weeks where I'm not sure he wasn't sick. I knew he wasn't sick, and I know he wasn't hurt because when he'd be whining, he wasn't looking at me whining to pick him up. He'd be over there trying to get his blankets together, just whining. I think it's like doggy Alzheimer's. Like he doesn't even know he's doing it because there wouldn't be anything really going on. He was just... And then once he lay down, he just kept... I taught him he was singing a song. It was just a low whine. And he's not doing that as much anymore. And he's eating a little bit better. There must have been a little something... He jumped off the porch, which the porch is about 2.5... It's not a real high porch, but he's not supposed to do that. And I was out there. Dogs can... I mean, it wasn't... He just did it. He was just walking around. He never does that. And he can't see like hardly anything anymore. So I think it was an accident. I don't think he tried to jump off the porch. Either way, as small as he is and as tiny as his poor little brittle bones are, there's a possibility that he was hurt, but it didn't really hurt him when you picked him up because he didn't yell or anything like that when you picked him up. But... Now, he gets ill at night when we're on the couch, like if I'm watching a movie or something, and when it's over and I gotta take him outside before we go to bed or whatever, he will growl at me. And if I try to, you know, comfort him, you know, pat him on top of his head because of his jaw, I have to make sure I go up here. He'll try to fight me sometimes. So, and he's never, ever, ever, that's just been within the past couple months. Since we moved here, like I watched our Christmas video again a couple weeks ago, he has become, slowly before my eyes without me even realizing it much, a completely different dog. It's been probably almost, if not 2 months, since he's played with his toys at all. He went about 2 weeks, you know, just he couldn't get comfortable, just whining. He wasn't eating quite as much. That's a little better. The whining's a little better. And then the porch thing happened, but the porch thing wasn't what happened. I think it might not have helped the situation. And because he seems like the past few days, little bit more energetic and, you know, and everything, I feel like maybe he did get hurt a little bit. Now, he wasn't limping or anything like that. I will tell you something else really sad, though. His little bitty legs, he's got arthritis. He's had arthritis for probably 5 years now. But he has recently got where his balance is not good. I feel like at this point, I don't think he's sick. He's 15. That's 105 in dog years. I don't even know if I want to live to be 105 myself, because I think at that point, I would be suffering. I'm suffering now. I mean, really, I hurt so much sometimes. It's like, look at my face. So I honestly feel like if I took him to our vet that we know, I feel like in my heart he would tell me to put him down. Now, I'm not ready to hear that. So I'm not taking him. Now, if he was sick, or if he was throwing up, or he, you know, or screaming, obviously crying out in pain, then it's time. I'm not going to let this dog suffer. But his little body's giving out. I know that it is. And so the only reason he's not in here is because he was just so comfortable, and those moments are few and far between. He still sleeps all night. Now, those couple weeks where he was whining a lot, he was waking up sometime during the night whining. Not in pain, though. I don't want any of you to think my dog's crying out in pain and I'm not doing anything about it. It's like he's singing this little song to himself. And I could be holding him. I could even, it wasn't, he wanted me to pick him up because I could hold him. When I picked him up, he didn't yell, so I knew it wasn't hurting. And even when I would hold him, it aggravates him for me to, you know, it's aggravating him now. He's very ornery, especially at night. But he wants down. He starts doing all this to get down, so I put him in a little comfortable spot on the couch somewhere different, and he still, and he wants to stand, and standing is hurting him because he's wobbling. And when I do take him outside, he kind of just stands there. He might walk a couple steps, but I don't know if it's because he can't see and he's used to seeing, so that's what the wobble and why he's standing still, or if it's his arthritis. I honestly think it's a combination of both, and I feel like that it's just his little 15-and-a-half-year-old body, or not 15-and-a-half, 15-and-a-quarter. Just, I think his little body is, you know, 8% of dogs see 15. A Yorkie under 3 pounds, and he's 2.7, has a life expectancy of 5 years. I have a gift, okay? But now I don't want anybody to think I'm going to let this dog suffer, okay? But I'm going to try to get him in a video soon. And he was